What is mind, consciousness, and relationship with soul? Let's know the path to supreme peace. What is mind? What is its relationship with soul? What is the relation of anger, desire, success, and failure with mind? What is consciousness, and how many types of consciousness are there? How it affects human life? Progressing on the path of supreme peace, that is Param Shanti, how can one take your mind towards success? All the above aspects will be discussed here. Namaste, Param Shanti to everyone. Every moment, a person must try to awaken the power of soul. No matter whatever problem or difficulty one may come across in life, but one must always remember that soul has extraordinary power to overcome all the obstacles in life. In fact, all the souls on earth are entangled in various questions, problems, stressful conditions, so we have forgotten the power of our soul, due to which we cannot control our mind. In this condition, mind plays mischiefs and creates all sort of negativities and illusion which conceals the power of soul under the cloud of illusion. So in order to awaken, one must repeatedly practice the process of arousal of soul through the path of supreme knowledge. How we all fall into the trap of illusion created by mind. There are some examples on this. Suppose we have enmity with a person, so whenever we think about him, then immediately we switch on the memories of his activities and character in our mind. So it is very clear that all these memories take space in our mind. Even when we listen his name, then also all memory cell pertaining our enmity awakens. This memory space hides the power of soul. Another example. People who commit suicide due to stress, such as students who get failed in examinations and many such people, generally such people talk to themselves and fill their mind with all sort of negative thoughts. At that time, these people think that they are no longer useful in this world. What others will think about them, how their parents and relatives will treat them. All the thoughts accumulated in their mind, causing to form a dark cloud which takes them to the extreme depression. So repeated and cyclic focus on negative thoughts weaken their link with their soul and they pushed into the world of depression and hopelessness. This leads to suicide. On the contrary, this thought can also connect a soul with Supreme Soul where there is a full of hope and positivity which result in opening up infinite possibilities. This is where we all are running short of awareness. We are not aware of how to direct our thoughts towards positivity and enlightenment. This thought can make a soul to commit a suicide at the same time. If the thought is put in a proper direction, then it takes a soul to Supreme Soul. Consider a terrorist. He is motivated with such focused thought in its mind that he without hesitation kills thousands of innocent at the risk of his life with the belief that he will have a greater afterlife in heaven. So belief has definite and strong impact on the actions carried out by a person on earth. So one must direct its thought to establish correct belief which takes a soul to supreme peace. That's why it is told that what we think, we become. That only. This is the law of nature. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it is told by Sri Krishna to Arjun to focus his mind and intellect only on Supreme Soul and wash out every thought from mind. In this way, if one meditates upon me, then one day one will reach to me only. Those who remember departed soul of their family members, then those souls remain on earth as a ghost after death. Those who remember deities, they can go maximum up to heaven only for a short period of time. Those who remember demons, they will go to netherworld. Those who remember Shiv Shakti, they will go to Shivlok. Those who remember Supreme Soul, incorporeal Shiv, they go to the supreme abode, to the highest abode of the solar system. So the most important factor is what we are practicing, what we are thinking, and what we are focusing upon. So consciousness is unlimited. It cannot be bound by anything. Even if a person drowns deep inside the sea or lost in the valley of sky, still the soul can escape from any boundary if it has a strong willpower. So soul cannot be bounded. It is a form of consciousness. Consciousness cannot be defined in a physical terms. It can only be felt or realized. It is said that consciousness has three forms: conscious, subconscious, unconscious. Everything is recorded in consciousness, and through this our understanding is developed, and based on this one is prompted to carry out their day-to-day actions in their life. Ego resides in consciousness. Many records are stored in some subconscious level. No one remembers those all the time, but those records can be accessed as and when memory is awakened to subconscious level. The record stored in unconscious level is totally forgotten by us. Those cannot be remembered even after a lot of efforts. The records which we are registering in our conscious at a present time, even those also get transferred to subconscious and unconscious level in due course of time. These are all memories. Present memories gradually move to past and past to deep past. Every event we come across get recorded in consciousness. Some we can retrieve, some we cannot. But our collective behavior is based on those recorded memories. It is similar to events seen by CCTV cameras, those data getting recorded continuously in the hard disk. Everything is recorded in our consciousness, which is a part of our soul. Those records will emerge at appropriate time when proper environment is created. Always one should use intelligence to focus on the fact that we all are here for transformation of this creation and for spreading supreme peace only. In this way we can divert our mind from negativities and can awaken our true self. When mind is diverted from negative clouds, then there remains only pure soul power. This can only happen by the grace of Almighty. So main aim of every soul is to become a medium to channel the grace of Almighty, but for this one should lead a life of Karma Yogi. But we are not able to achieve that state because we all are busy in boosting our karmas and actions in this illusionary world. We must proceed in the path of supreme knowledge to manifest self-transformation. This will lead to ultimate supreme peace. In this way, we will participating in the process of world transformation by filling the environment with the vibrations of supreme peace. Every moment our intention must be for the welfare of this whole creation. This will help us to realize our true self before our time is over on this earth. Please check on the I button to watch more related videos. We have a separate playlist for English videos. Kindly check out. Also check out our new video on fifth dimension versus multiverse, the cosmic civilization, which talks about the magnificent transformation that is going to happen soon and will take all the souls to the world of light. Thank you. Param Shanti. Param Shanti socho, bolo Param Shanti.
Join us daily for live meditation, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on YouTube Live. Subscribe now. Website www.paramshanti.org. Email us anand@paramshanti.org. Like, share, subscribe. Join today.